Okay,
All right.
so this is a little different stream today, right?
Yeah, I've been talking about wanting to do some sort of kind of 2XKO series, and also you said you kind of wanted sort of a primer on fighting games, just
Yes.
mechanically how they work. Because you watch a lot of events, but
Yes.
don't play any yourself. So
No.
I figured we could combine those two and go over some general fighting game concepts, and then maybe
Some of like the language
Yeah.
used be helpful.
Yeah, so if you ever have any questions, feel free to hop in. But I'm
Sure.
going to hop into training mode,
Oh, okay.
just go over some things. I'm going to pick
Select your
Ari
fighters.
and Darius, because that's been my team so far. I've been probably going to maybe mix that up, since this game just had its console launch and the launch of its
A new character. Right?
first season. Yes, and a new character, Caitlyn, just came out.
Select
Okay.
your fuse.
Yeah, my experience with fighting is basically since the Smash Brothers and like old school Mortal Kombat back in
Yeah.
the day. That's what first got me and probably you into them.
Okay. Yeah. I played a lot of Mortal Kombat in the arcade.
Yeah.
It's never very good at I'm not really good at fighting games now. I tend to just, play for a bit and then kind of fall off. I do like watching a lot of them. So anyway, to get started, I think it kind of helps to break down like a fighting game match into 4 phases.
Okay.
A lot of the times you'll hear people talking about neutral in fighting games, and that's basically where you are when the match starts. Neither character is hitting the other character. You're both kind of just moving around in space. So what characters are looking to do here is basically just control space with their buttons. So Ari here wants to be kind of in a space where she can hit like this move or this move, because these are kind of her main 2 buttons. So she wants the game to be kind of played around this area. She can hit that, or if you can get up close here, that, or that. Darius, since he's a bigger guy, the big axe, he wants to play a bit further out. He has this is kind of his standard button. He also, of course, has this bigger, slower button. So he wants to be playing back a bit here. So you kind of see a lot in fighting games is characters kind of moving in and out of the range they want the game to be played in. This is called footsies. You'll hear that term thrown around a lot.
Okay.
Characters playing footsies. So people playing around in the sort of space they want. So the first phase of fighting games is sort of this general like space control period. You're tossing out buttons to kind of check people as they approach, moving in and out of where you want the game to be, and to try to catch them where they're not supposed to be, so you can start doing stuff. People kind of talk about buttons a lot. Buttons is just like a term for basic attacks for the most part. Street Fighter is a 6-button game. You have like 3 different punches, 3 different kicks, light, medium, and heavy. Mortal Kombat is 4 buttons, but then it also has an additional block button. Most other Capcom fighters are also 6 buttons. Guilty Gear is a 5-button game. It has sort of 4 standard buttons and a sort of heavy attack button called Dust. 2XKO is a 3-button game, sort of, and also kind of a 6-button game. But I'll get to that. You have your little light button here. This is a light attack. For Ari, it's this little orb. For Darius, he has a little punch. Let me do one thing. Turn on hitboxes. You kind of compare, like, that's the space Ari can hit with her.
Oh, okay. You can turn hitboxes on? That's cool.
For training mode,
For
yeah.
training, yeah.
So with her little light button here, and then for Darius. Or, sorry, that was his medium.
So it's like a rectangle.
Yeah. Most hitboxes are kind of rectangular. That. And then that. Ari. So this is your light button. Comes out quick. It lets you recover quick. I can also turn on. This is a little complicated, but you can also display. This is the frames of each attack. Since a 2D game like this is, or any video game really, is broken up into different frames of animation. Each attack sort of can be broken into kind of 3 sections. You see down there, the green part is the start of the attack before the hitbox is active. So that's 5 frames. And then on the 6 frames, that little orange part, that's where the attack becomes active. On those 3 frames, the attack can hit Darius.
Okay.
And then on the frames after that, Ari's recovering from the attack. She has a sort of a wind back
And she's
animation.
kind of animation locks during
Yes.
that.
So yeah, and you can kind of see Darius is kind of locked into a hit animation for 13
Yeah.
frames after he gets that. So he recovers a little earlier than
A
Ari.
frame faster.
Yeah, but Ari can cancel her recovery frames by hitting another attack, and that's
Oh,
basically
okay.
how combos work. So your light attack don't do a lot of damage, but they do come out quick, and they generally recover pretty quick. So like this is 12 frames. The medium attack recovers in 16 frames, and the big heavy attack 23 frames. Yeah. So your light attacks don't have a lot of space, but they're usually pretty safe to use. So a lot of the times, if like someone does something big and unsafe, like here, if Darius does this big axe swing against me, I should actually block it. He pushes me back too far from the hit, but I could, like, it's pretty safe for me to throw my jab out in response.
Like retaliate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of the times your light attack will be like a button you use for punishing other people's attacks.
Okay.
A lot of times in neutral, you're going to focus around like your medium attack or your crouching medium attack because they're still pretty quick and they're still relatively safe, but they cover a lot more space. So they're easier to catch someone when they're moving around. And then heavy attacks control more space. But they're slow and dangerous. So unless you have like something you can use to like make an attack safe, they're a little risky to use. Like, let me set Darius to block everything. So like with Ari, I could like dash back afterwards if I see he's blocked my attack to try to get some safety, or I could like go into this attack and hopefully that pushes him back far enough where I'll be safe. Or since this is a tag game, I could like follow up my attack with my tag buddy to just get it. So that's sort of, your basic neutral thing. You're using your medium attack generally to control space. You can use this like at the edge of your range if you think you can make it safe. You can use this if someone gets up close in your face and like hit you with something you think you can punish. And then of course there's another dimension to this, which is air movement. You can so like lots of jumping attacks. So you need to be able to control vertical space as well. Like it's important when you're playing a character to know what you want to do if someone jumps at you. What's your like best anti-air attack, and what can you follow up that anti-air attack with? In 2XCO, every character kind of has a designated. You hold it down and hit your heavy. They have a designated anti-air attack. It's kind of like a Mortal Kombat uppercut for a lot of the cast that you can. Start hitting them again. That's just a pretty easy way to control anti-air spacing. Darius also has an upward sweep, but he also has a special move where you can grab people out of the air. Sort of another anti-air move. So just planning around like how you can approach someone in the air and how you can defend against people is the other big thing you want to think about. And this is all for like the middle of the stage, but as people are kind of giving and like taking space on the stage, People can get backed into the corner. And the gameplay in the corner is a bit different because all of a sudden the person on the right here doesn't have as much room to move. And if they
Yeah.
get hit, it's a lot more dangerous because you can like bounce people off the back wall. I can.
Now
But
get back.
that's just because I'm scrub.
Now get back. Your turn.
But yeah, once you're against the wall, there's just more damage you can do off of a combo because, you know, your attacks can't knock them back out of the range of a lot of your heavier attacks, and they just can't escape too much. So that's kind of the first phase of fighting games, just neutral, trying to find a hit, trying to sort of win that first stage of the game.
Okay.
The second stage is pressure. So let's say I'm playing Ari, I see Darius does something, I run up, I get a hit, and he blocks. So I want to keep him locked down as much as possible and try to
Now get back.
hit him through his block. So this is where you might hear people talking about mix-ups.
Yeah, I've
So-
heard that term a lot.
Yeah.
Now get
So basically, can I set this? Yes. So you can block while standing, like Darius here, but if you and you do that in most 2D fighting games by just holding back. Mortal Kombat has a designated block button. I think some other older fighting games also have a block button, but for the most part it's always holding back.
Oh, okay.
So Darius is blocking here, just holding back, but if I crouch, since he's blocking high, he can't defend against a low attack, so I can open him up.
Now get back.
Similarly, if he's holding down and back, oops, not showing that yet. He's crouching and blocking. He can block against low attacks there, like my crouching jabs here, but he can't defend against what are called overhead attacks. And that's all jumping attacks, oh, not that. Jumping attacks and some designated special moves, like Ari has this sort of hop where she jumps in the air and hits down. Darius also has, how do you do it? Not that. He has sort of this designated overhead swipe. So that's another way. One of the primary mix-up tools is low and high mixing up. So you want to sort of maybe like get someone to mix low and then go for a jumping attack to open them up. And that's another thing, characters with a strong air. That's another thing that makes air movement so important.
Now
Because
get back.
jumping attacks are your primary source of like overhead attacks. The other, I don't think there's an easier way to show this one because I can't set him to always block left or right as far as I can tell. The other way people try to open people up is what's called cross-up. So you want to switch the side, and all of a sudden, since they are holding essentially right to block, switch the side quickly. Gotta actually get over Darius. Hit him from the other side. You can start a combo that way.
Now get
This is, because of the way tag games are, that also comes into play a lot here. You're locking him down, call and assist. You can get over to the other side quickly. I can't. I'm not great.
It's alright.
Confuse them about which side they have to block from. So that's another way to open people up. It's what's called cross-ups. You hear that. That's another key aspect of pressure. Just try to confuse where they have to defend from.
And that, I assume it's something that isn't as present in games with like a dedicated.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat doesn't really have cross-ups at all. And 3D games are very different. I think a lot of 3D games have like a block button, and they're much less reliant on like aerial movement as well. So,
Oh, okay.
so like crossing up is not important. Instead, you have that whole third dimension you're moving through.
It's like 3D games. Would that be like Tekken?
Yeah, Tekken,
for example?
mostly. Yeah. But I don't know a lot about Tekken. I've never gotten deep into it. The third general way to beat blocking is what's called the strike-throw mix-up, where you're, instead of like continuing just to hit buttons like that, you just hit the right button
This way.
and you just throw. Throws get past blocks.
Uh-huh.
You can't block a throw. So if they're expecting you to just continue with standard pressure, you can hit your throw. And that doesn't let you... Well, actually, in tag games, you can usually like convert throws into combos, but in most games,
This way.
throws just kind of end pressure and
back
sort
to,
of
like,
go
neutral.
neutral. Yeah.
This way.
So I don't know if there's a way. I assume there's probably a way I can...
This way. This way.
I can do that at least. So... I could...
This way. This way.
That's it. So yeah, in tag games, there are some ways to convert throws into damage, but it's usually a tag exclusive thing.
Yeah. I assume it's sort of a way to balance the fact that it's unblockable.
Yeah. And then, of course, there are characters like grapplers who focus around throws a lot. I'll get into sort of character archetypes in a bit.
Okay.
But then, like, so after pressure, let's say you finally gotten a hit in, and then it's time for a combo. Let's just do a little...
Feel this.
Oh, let's do a combo.
Feel this.
Just a little simple, easy combo. So you're trying to... Usually with a combo, you want to, just do as much damage as you can, but there are other, considerations to make. So a lot of the time, you want your combo to carry your opponent into the corner. That's really easy to do with Ari because she has this super attack.
Yeah.
You also have to consider, how many resources you want to spend. Like, I've been using a super move at the end of this combo, but if you don't want to spend resources because you think you can achieve the outcome you want, you can drive them to the corner maybe, but you can't kill even if you spend resources. Maybe you just do something like this. Oh, don't reset. Nice. You can still get some to the combo, didn't spend anything. Or maybe I see my regular combo can't kill him, but maybe if I spend a bit more, instead of going for the
Don't look away.
regular super move, I go for Ari's big ultimate attack here. It does a lot more damage. Maybe that kills, and I think that's worth it, killing this character by spending some meter. In 2XKO, when you're playing a team, it costs 1 super meter to do a super attack. It costs 3 meters to do your big ultimate attack.
Okay.
And you do those by hitting the opponent or getting hit by the opponent, or they build at different rates.
Okay.
Here, I can kind of trying to remember where the here. You can see Ari's building the most meter because she's doing damage, but everyone else is getting a little bit. And during this time, there's not much the opponent can do, but I can show with Darius. Let's do a combo on Ari. It's just a simple combo for Darius. Really, the only thing I can do is Ari is spend my break. You see the big gauge at the top there that says break, and now mine is empty. That's something you can kind of do when you're attacked, but it takes a long time to refill. So it's usually once, maybe twice a match if you use it early, and then use it again very late. So it's sort of like your last resort. If you feel like you're going to eat a lot of damage, break is sort of your last resort move. But other than that, the person who gets the hit gets to do as much damage as they can, or they can try to set up some other favorable situations, like mostly pushing people to the corner, but some characters have like other things they want to set up with their combo, other like unique resources they want to build or stuff they want to get out onto the battlefield. And so that takes us to sort of the final phase of the game. I'm going to move to the corner for this. Let's say I've finished my combo against Darius. He's down. So what do I want to do after Darius is on the ground, and what does Darius want to do as he's getting up? This is what's called wake up or oki. People talk about oki a lot in fighting games, which I think is just comes from the Japanese word for waking up or getting up.
Oh, okay.
The idea is that once a combo is done, the person who's still standing up has a wide range of options they can do, while the options the person getting up are very limited. And of course the person who isn't getting up has a lot of can like act first essentially. So they're going to try to get something out to interfere with the person's ability to wake up and reset the game to neutral. They want to go back into pressure or even a combo as fast as they can. So they're going to like try to, let's see, like say I have that, or if I throw that out like right when Darius is getting up, he has to kind of like deal with it immediately. He has to start blocking, or if he has something that like he can use to armor through that or get away from it somehow. But it immediately sort of puts him like, you know, on the defensive and gives Ari like a chance to set the tone of the game at this point. So oki and like getting out of like a situation like this is sort of a principal thing in fighting games. How do you go from a negative situation like this sort of back to neutral, or how do you keep the pressure on to like take you to the end of the round? Scroll my notes a bit.
Sure.
Yeah. Any questions so far?
Not so far.
Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna go back, show some sort of 2xKO specific stuff. Mostly what you can do in like pressure, because most games have like some defensive tools you can work with. First, actually, I still have my Darius combo set, I think. Let me see if this... Let's see. Okay, this should work fine. So let's see. Ari's getting pressured here, but there's some stuff she can do. So in 2xKO you have this sort of, if you hit dash, you can slide away with some invulnerability. A lot of games have some sort of mechanic like this, sort of this retreating guard that lets you get out of pressure, usually at the cost of something. You don't spend anything with 2xKO, but it does leave you open to a lot of other attacks, especially from like tag attacks, or if someone can get a throw in very damaging. The other thing you can do in pressure in 2xKO is push block. In 2xKO you do this by calling in your tag opponent, but this is basically, it pushes your opponent away from it. In this game it comes at the cost of like you lose the ability to tag into your partner for a few seconds. It puts your tag on the tag cooldown.
Okay.
In other games, usually it costs like some meter to push block, but it's another pretty common defensive mechanic.
So push block doesn't actually tag your partner in?
You can. In this, a lot of tag games has what's called handshake tag, where if your tag partner is like out on the screen, you can hit the tag button again to call them in. So like, yeah, I can push block and tag Darius in, or I can break and tag Darius in, or I can just call him and tag him in, or you can just tag him like that. Yeah. Last thing. Let me change my Darius combo, because this last thing I'm pretty bad at. It's another thing I need to practice. Okay. Oh, I forgot something. You can parry. That's the last defensive mechanic you do. And if you do that, puts them in a stun state and you can start a combo on them. The issue with this, one, hard to use, but also it costs 1 bar of meter.
Oh,
So
okay. I was wondering if it costs
yeah,
any resources.
I can probably show that with. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry, I forgot one thing. It costs 1 meter, but if you successfully parry, you get the meter back.
Oh.
So if you miss with your parry, let's say... I tried to miss, and that time I can just not get anything going right.
okay.
But yeah, it's high risk, high reward, but if you hit on a melee attack, it puts them in that counter state. If you hit a projectile, you don't get the counter state, but you still like avoid all damage and still get a parry off. It just doesn't kind of slow them down.
Is parry a dedicated button?
Yes and no. It's I forget what it is. Okay, it's light and heavy attack at the same time, but by default, one of your left 1 button is a macro.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot the other thing. I said, I forgot to talk about this earlier. I said 2XTO is kind of a 3-button and kind of a 6-button fighter. It's got 3 basic attack buttons, has a designated tag button. The other big change it makes, it has 2 designated special move buttons. So instead of doing like a quarter circle forward and punch for like a fireball, you just hit your special 1 button to get Ari's fireball.
Oh, okay.
So those are, and then her other button has a lot of her dashes and stuff. But I'm going to go through it on a character by character basis to show what they do. But yeah, that's why it's kind of both. It's got your 3 basic attack buttons, but then has the 3 basic attacks, tag, and then your 2 special buttons. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to talk about sort of character archetypes as we get into this. The 3 most common like types of characters you hear about in fighting games are rushdown, zoners, and grapplers.
Okay.
So I'm gonna change my team up a bit. Actually, let's make you Ari and you Vi. So a lot of differences in character archetypes, and there's some bleeding between kinds, come down to like where they want to control space. I talked about that a lot in neutral. Rushdown characters generally have short, stubby attacks, like Vi here. Attacks don't go very far.
Playtime.
Ari also are both. These are both tagged as rushdown characters. Usually, they don't have big attacks that go very far, so they want to be like kind of right up on you. And to sort of like aid this, they tend to get a lot of movement tools. Like Vi has this like dash that skips through projectiles and just gets her in very quickly. So if someone whiffs an attack from some range, she can get in and punish it very quickly. Ari has this dash, which is a little slower and a lot more dangerous if it's blocked, but she also has an air dash. Her dash can also go in a variety of directions. Diagonal, down. So yeah. So rushdown is generally short attacks, very quick, and then a lot of movement tools. A lot of times these kind of characters don't have projectiles. Like Ari is a bit different, but even then her projectile doesn't go like full screen. Sort of, taps out about half screen. But her air projectile is a lot stronger. It's just that she likes to control the air. Next, you got. Oh, I skipped him. Grapplers. Grapplers, similarly, they want to be sort of right up on you, but they tend to have bigger buttons. Like Blitzcrank has these big punches, but he's big and slow, and he doesn't have a ton of movement. Kind of has this, but even that is very slow and easy to punish. So a lot of time with grapplers, you're trying to sort of work yourself up to the opponent. You have to kind of play defensively until you get kind of almost right up on them, and you get close enough where you can start hitting your big buttons. And then also, they always have a big grab.
The big throw.
Yes. Sort of Zangief is sort of like, you know, the quintessential grappler. Every game usually has one, like Potemkin and Guilty Gear, King and Tekken. Mortal Kombat doesn't really have one because Mortal Kombat characters are kind of weirder, different, and how they like split up tools. And Braum, he's not quite a grappler. We'll talk about what he is exactly, but he also has a command grab. So he has kind of a similar gameplay in that he kind of wants to sort of work his way in, get some big buttons, and he can grab you. Although his grab is unfortunately not very good, despite the fact that he calls a Poro with a hammer.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, yeah.
And then there are zoners. And these are characters who just want to play the game generally pretty far away. So like Jinx has her minigun, she can hit you from here. Also this rocket, I think this goes full screen. She has, how do you do it? Traps keep you from coming in. Teemo as well. Has a lot of projectiles. He's got mushrooms. Just, zoners kind of want to keep people out and want to play the game from as far away as possible. So they're less about sort of getting in and doing combos and more about playing the game from way back. And of course now we have Caitlyn as well, who's also kind of a zoner.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So those are sort of the three basic archetypes. There's like people kind of like sort of like to break them into a rock paper shotgun kind of arrangement because like rushdown characters are usually good at getting past like zoners' projectiles and getting on top of them. Zoners are very good at like keeping grapplers out, since you know, grapplers don't usually have a ton of tools to get past their attacks. And then grapplers, like since they want to play sort of in the same space as rushdown, but they have like their big damaging attacks, they you know kind of have an advantage there. But you know that's kind of a simplified way of doing that, and I think at like high levels it doesn't really break down like that as much. And then there are some sort of the characters don't quite fit into archetypes like that. Like I haven't mentioned the big boy I've been beating on a lot. Darius here. He doesn't have like quick movement buttons to get in. He doesn't have the short buttons. He doesn't really have a strong projectile. He has a slow ground one. He kind of has a grab, but it's not something he can rely on. He has to do this, and then he can grab off of that.
Oh, okay.
But there is kind of an archetype that people talk about like this. In this game, they call him a striker. I've also heard this as like a brawler or a bruiser. It's sort of just like a big character who has large buttons and just like kind of controls the mid-range.
Okay.
Like that. And a lot of the time, you'll see characters like this. Too soon. They have some sort of armor they can use to sort of like get past those kind of attacks. So usually like
So that
these.
wasn't a parry?
That wasn't a parry. You can kind of see up in the corner there. Darius actually does take some damage there,
Oh, I
but his
see.
animation isn't interrupted and his attack goes through.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. So a lot of times, this sort of character has some sort of access to armor. Braum is also similar. He has he can get access to armor to use like some of his big buttons. So he's sort of like a hybrid, kind of like bruiser, brawler, striker, whatever you call it, and grappler. And then you have let's see, Alawi. Alawi, she also doesn't have big movement. She doesn't have a throw either. She has. Keep forgetting to turn super meter back on. She has this, which kind of looks like a throw, but isn't actually, even though the opponent's grabbed. You'll see that called kind of a hit throw sometime. It's not like a common term because it doesn't really need to come up much, but it's basically an attack that looks like a throw, but you can block.
Oh, okay. So you can block that.
Yeah, you can block.
Interesting.
Yes. What she does have, she can leave these tentacles on the ground, which help her sort of like apply pressure to the opponent. So it's another tool for kind of controlling space. So she's kind of like another like sort of striker brawlery character with these big buttons, but then she has this added mechanic where she controls a lot of space. That generally covers the characters you see in like 2X KO, but then like, you know, in fighting games with larger rosters, you'll see a lot of different archetypes. Like one thing people want a lot in this game is a puppet character, which is a character that sort of like gets a little friend out on the field that they can control alongside their main character. Like Zato in Guilty Gear is kind of like the classic version of this.
Okay.
Carl in Blaze Blue is another big example. It shows up in a lot of anime games like that. I don't think Street Fighter really has one. Mortal Kombat didn't for a long time, but Kenshi in Mortal Kombat 1 got turned into a puppet character.
Oh, yeah.
So it had direct
like
control of
spectral.
his ghost.
Okay.
Like before Mortal Kombat 1, those were generally just like projectiles that looked like ghosts.
Yeah.
But then in 1, you got to directly control them. Beyond that, a lot of like other sort of archetypical differences you'll see are sort of like more resource based. Like characters will have to build some sort of special resource and then like spend it in unique ways, but we can kind of cover that in a character by character basis. Okay. Is there anything else I can help you out with in terms of like general fighting game stuff or like character archetypes? Because I might go
I don't think
looking
so.
at characters.
That sort of armor mechanic is something kind of novel to me. Is that kind of a newish development, or has that been kind of a presence in fighting games?
It's shown up in fighting games, I think, for quite a while.
Okay.
Like the earliest character I know of, and I'm not like a great historian of this, but when I think of like this type of character that uses armor to kind of bypass attacks, is Maxima from the King of Fighters series.
Okay.
And he, I think he's had that since about like 2000.
Okay.
I think Street Fighter Marissa in the latest game has some armor. I think Abigail in Street Fighter 5 also had armor. I don't know if they've had like characters with that kind of mechanic before that in that series. Mortal Kombat, a lot of the times characters will have like, in that game you can spend a meter to enhance your special moves instead of getting access to newer ones. A lot of the times characters will have like a move that if you enhance it, it gets armor, and then like you can use that as like a defensive move.
Interesting.
To like get out of pressure.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So I was thinking, since we're at the start of the new season, I was kind of hoping to freshen up my team, maybe play something new. I was going to go through the cast,
Sure.
and then maybe you could pick like one character you'd like to see more of.
Okay.
Then I can like pick a character I think might make a fun partner to go along with that character.
All right.
So let's go through. It's only 12 characters, so we can probably get this done pretty quick.
Yeah. Okay.
2xgo still adding guys. I'm just gonna start alphabetically. And this is one of the characters I played the most in Season 0 prior to the console release. Ari. And I picked Ari because I like playing anime games because those always have an air dash. Ari is the only character right now in 2XKO with an air dash. And I just
You're
like this.
fan of air dashes?
Yeah, I just like having access to more movement options.
Yeah.
So, yeah. For the most part, in 2XKO, with their 2 special buttons, they kind of like to divide them up thematically so it's easier to recommend. So on Ari's special 1 button, which is L2, that's generally her fireball button. So she has a fireball.
Okay.
She can chain that fireball into sort of the fireball chain combo. I'm going to turn off blocking for a sec. So yeah, combo. That. She also has
Try
this
this.
slow combo, which can sort of.
Try this.
This is something you can do if like someone is trying to like stay away from you, like a zoner.
Try this.
You can like launch it from far away and then kind of follow it in, force them to block, or if like you knock someone down.
Now get back.
You can
Try
set
this.
this while they're getting up, and then it's something they have to deal with. Just a little bit of Oki, like I mentioned before. And her special, she also has aerial fireballs.
Mine. Mine.
So that's almost the entirety of her special 1 button. Her special 2 button is where her dash is. Can go in 5 directions on the ground, then 5 other directions in the air. Straight down, diagonal down, go on the sides. Special 2 button also has this overhead, also this
Now get
spin,
And so
aerial
it
spin.
can be different based on like different conditions. Then?
Basically, it's they're different usually on the ground or in the air, or it's kind of like Smash Brothers where you hold a direction.
A direction,
So I
okay.
hold back in special 2. It's the back dash. If I hold forward, it's the forward dash. If I hold nothing, she doesn't spin attack. For the fireball, if I just jump in the air and hit special 1, it's the straight fireball. If I hit down in special 1, it's the
mine.
downward fireball. So generally pretty simple.
Okay.
And then down in special 2 is this jumping overhead. But yeah, like that. But Ari, generally pretty straightforward, rushing character with a bit of a projectile game and a lot of aerial movement. She's a very strong character in the air. Let's go to Blitzcrank.
Okay.
So Blitzcrank, like I said, he's definitely the game's main grappler. His big grab just is down in special 2. If you do it from a bit away, it starts that run.
Oh, I
Unless
see.
you get a bit closer. But you can't do that for like full screen.
Ah, okay.
He'll eventually try to grab and just miss. He also has... Oh god, do I want to explain? So, almost all grapplers have this mechanic, but it's kind of a high-level thing. There's a thing in fighting games called a Kara cancel, which is basically like a cancel. Generally, you're canceling one move into another move. So you're canceling the recovery frames of a move into the next move. A Kara cancel is when you cancel a move before the attack comes out. It's from like... It's the same prefix as karaoke. It's an empty cancel.
Oh, okay.
So Blitzcrank can cancel this spin move, if I can do that, into his grab before the attack starts, and that lets him get sort of a bit of additional range on his throw. It's a lot of grapplers have something like this. Like I know it's been a hot thing with Potemkin and Guilty Gear because he has this. And I think it like rocketed him up the tier list. In like the past year of that game. It just gives like normally like you have to be right on top of people to use a command grab like this. But if you can like do it from a little extra range, it makes grabs much more powerful.
Interesting. I don't know if this is similar, but I remember like one of Johnny Cage's like X-ray moves involved like canceling another move while
Yes.
you're performing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I think that was also something where you're like canceling like the startup of something instead of like the ending of something.
Okay.
I forget exactly how it worked. Johnny always gets weird supers, I think. Like, I know in Mortal Kombat 9, like, his super was a parry and was kind of a pain to use.
But that's a concept like actually built into the design. It's not like
Yeah.
an exploit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
Interesting.
especially in this game, this is very intentionally designed. You can't use it with that.
Cool.
Let's see. Blitzcrank's special one is his grab here. This can be blocked,
Oh, okay.
but even on block, he still pulls it.
Oh, okay.
It just doesn't open you up for like a combo.
Interesting.
But I think like the recovery is such where like the defending player does have more action if he gets. Like, one thing you have to look out for when fighting against Blitzcrank is like people pulling you in and then immediately grabbing you.
okay.
Oh, sorry. I forgot I wanted to show off people's super moves. So Ari's super move, and Ari has an important thing. Her first,
Heart on fire!
her special one super move is like a big projectile.
Playtime! Heart on fire! Playtime! Heart on
It's
fire!
multi-hitting, but if you hold it down while you fire it, it hits once and it comes back.
Oh, interesting.
And that's like, this is something I was trying to get into my Ari game throughout Season 0. But one thing you can do with this,
Now get back! Now get back! Now get back! Heart on fire! Too far! Bounce!
sort of like use it to continue combos.
Yeah.
Start it with the first hit, then you can start hitting them immediately after and sort of prolong the combo. But it's tricky and high level stuff. I've been able to pull off some simple ones, but it's tough. But it's really cool when you can do it, and it makes her one of the like highest damaging characters in the game.
Interesting.
Her other special on her Super 2 is
Feel this!
this, sort of the souped up version of her dash. Very good at carrying people to the corner, and you can like do it in the air. You can steer it a bit.
Oh, that's cool.
Feel this!
But you have to be careful so you don't drop out of it. Then her ultimate is her
Don't
charm
look
attack.
away.
And it's a projectile that goes through other projectiles. So that's kind of helpful.
Oh,
So it's trying to keep you out. But anyway, I just forgot I wanted to cover supers so we can get back to Blitzcrank now.
okay.
So, yeah. He has his grab. What is his other? He also has a punch version of this, sort of like to kind of mix people up. If like they see you like firing a fist, maybe they think it's
Yeah,
the
wind
grab,
up to-
so they react to it differently.
Yeah.
You can actually cancel one into the other.
Oh, okay.
You punch into grab. Spin. He has an anti-air version of his grab, and this is useful because it like restands your opponent. It takes them from like a falling state into another standing state, and this can be useful to continue combos. This is especially useful because it's
Playtime!
one of Blitzcrank's assist moves. So
Oh, okay.
you can like when another character is like doing a combo, call his
Now get back!
to restand opponents. In the air, he has his Wrecking Ball move. It's kind of fun. I don't know how useful this is. I don't know enough about the character yet to really say. He also has an air grab. Like every character actually has like a basic air grab, but he has sort of an air version of his command grab. And you can see down in like the lower left corner right above his health bar, he has a little meter there with a little steam cloud on the end. When he does certain attacks, I know this is one. He generates steam.
Yeah, I can see it on his back.
Yeah,
too.
and then when it's full, he like powers up and gets charged with electricity. And this alters a few of his moves. So like his grab freezes people.
And then the meter is spin.
Yeah. That's just the grab. Yeah, the grab also builds meter, and I think one of his super moves builds meter. I think this also builds meter, but you have to hit with it. So yeah, I showed the. I can just turn on the max blitz strength.
And that's just a meter exclusive to Blitzcrank.
Yeah, Blitzcrank is the only one who gets steam. Let me see one of the other things you can do with steam. It gets a hit of armor when he has steam.
Oh, that's cool.
It's also good if you can just do it before they attack.
Yeah.
Sometimes Darius' attacks don't shoot stuff.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw the armor there.
Yeah.
It's like a little force.
So yeah, that's what the steam helps with. It's the grab, the fist grab, the rocket grab, and then let me see. I think it's this super. That's the normal version. And then if you hold it down. It extends the range a bit
okay,
if you
yeah, I've seen that
choose to
move a
spin
lot.
steam. So it's like it can kind of full screen. If like someone has just a teeny bit of health left and they're trying to stay away from you as much as possible, maybe you can clip them with that. I'm gonna turn off Darius for a second. And then that's his special 2 super. Then his special 1 is
Wind up punch.
yeah. And if I remember right, wind up punch the ground, and he builds full steam.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
yeah,
cool.
if you want to, you can. If you choose, like, this is another thing you might think about when you're doing combos. Like maybe like if you end with the other super, it does more damage. But if you end with this one, you get full steam, and you can go right back into spinning it and doing cool stuff. Yeah, and then his ultimate big fist. It's another grab. It is unblockable, like with his command grab. So if you want to dodge this, you have to jump or be out of range. But yeah, that's Blitzcrank. He's
Cool.
the big grappler. I think he's a bit more interesting than a lot of like Street Fighter grapplers, because I feel like Zangief is a very kind of one-dimensional guy, and I
Yeah.
think someone like Blitzcrank has a lot more going on. I think for a while he's generally not been considered very strong on his own, but he has a lot of like potential as kind of an assist character. I know people like him for that, especially because of his air grab.
Sort of augment other characters'
Yeah.
tool sets.
He helps other people sort of more than he helps himself. But yeah, so keep it going through the alphabet. Let's get Braum.
Okay.
Another big boy. This game has quite a few big boys. Braum, big shield, his basic normals. Braum. I was talking about how some characters are kind of defined by like having their own unique resources. Like Blitzcrank has like his steam as a unique resource. Braum is even more reliant on his than other characters. People kind of call this sort of character like a chores character. Like you have to do your chores before you can have fun.
Okay.
So with Braum, he has certain moves that charge his shield with ice. And Braum with ice is a much stronger character than Braum without ice. So I'm gonna kind of go over like what his moves sort of normally do. His special one, he has sort of this like, blast, sort of short range blast with the shield. tosses a Poro. That's sort of his only projectile. Poros, you're not really going to win like a projectile war with these guys, but they do have. Let's see. I learned a Braum like Poro combo just so I could show it off.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, you can kind of use them to link combos after like you kind of knock people away. There's a very simple Braum
Oh,
Poro
it
combo.
got you ice too. I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah, that ended in one of Braum's moves that can get him his unbreakable status, which is what's that called?
Oh, okay.
So we've got the blast. We've got Poro. If you just tap the Poro move, it's an underhand. But you can also hold it. Get a full-on Poro chuck.
Some more distance on it.
He also has his grab, and this is another move that charges him up with
I
ice.
see.
You can do that special move in the air. Oh, I do want to show off his down heavy move, his anti-air. He does a little push-up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he does 2 push-ups really if he wants to launch.
Yeah, he like, does a push up, but then pushes the shield up.
Yeah. Then let's see, special 2, he has this charge. And he can like hit special 2 again to go into another hit that charges up his shield. This kind of move, you're going to hear people call a Rekka, Rekka. It's basically a special move that has like multiple stages that you have to input each stage up. So if I hit special 2 once, it's just that. If I hit it again after I hit Darius, the second part comes out. This is the name comes from Fei Long in Street Fighter 2. He had a move called the Rekka Ken, which is basically a 3-stage move you input each time. It's sort of the first version of this. 2XCO has a ton of these just to give people kind of a deeper, move list, especially since like you're limited by just having 2 buttons and no like directional movement. But yeah, this is Braum's. He also has this where he like hops up, strikes the ground, and charges his shield. He has a air shield swipe. But I think that's generally it for... Oh, I forgot about this. So he also has this big shield block move. And he kind of walks in after he pulls that out.
On the pace.
This is also one of his
On the pace.
assists.
Ah,
So like if you have a character who wants to get in but is maybe struggling with it, you can call in the Braum shield to try to help you get in a bit more, take some ground. But yeah, alright, let's show what happens after we get shield charge. And then instead of doing it manually, I'm going to take the easy way out with infinite unbreakable. So his standard special one, which used to be just the short blast, now freezes. So you can just combo after it. I don't think the player changes at all, unfortunately. The throw also freezes. So once again, you can use it to continue combos. His like special 2 Rekka drives people to the corner. His down special 2 blasts them away and then sort of bounces them back so you can continue the combo. Don't think that's changed, but this is a bit different. You can ride your shield down for multiple hits. And the other big thing, I think it's the same. While the shield is, all the ice is up, every hit you do with the shield has armor.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So basically, Braum's winning condition is basically you want to get into Unbreakable and you just kind of want to keep Unbreakable on as much as possible. So you kind of want to keep looping your combos to end in such ways that you, even if you spilled Unbreakable or you used Unbreakable during them, you build it back at the end. He does have some help with that. this super, this is special 2 super, builds Unbreakable, and then if you use it again, even if you already have it, you keep it. That was a buff he got in the last patch.
Oh, that's nice.
So yeah, that's Braum. He wants to, like, early on in the fight, maybe he's not as useful, but once you get Unbreakable on, especially if you get Unbreakable in the corner, it's like an absolute nightmare. I struggle a lot against Braum when he puts you in the corner with Unbreakable on, because it's tough to deal with. It's kind of vulnerable to throws a bit, but that's pretty scary because you have to get on top of Braum and throw him.
Yeah.
But yeah, showed you the super that builds Unbreakable, but he also has this one. It's kind of a full screen. It's sort of like his ultimate in League. It's Glacial Fissure. Just last full screen. And then his ultimate, and this is a fun one.
It's that time!
Oh,
Treats.
snack time. Ball of Poro.
Good friends.
Oh, and I'm going to go back to
Poro Battle Sphere.
character select real quick, just for a silly reason. I do have a Braum skin because I got the battle pass for Season 0.
Oh,
I
nice.
just want to show off a special thing.
Yes, please.
Rift Quest Braum.
Caitlyn, fuse select. Teemo. Select your fuse. Choose your destination. Fate is in your hands.
I should use my Teemo skin as well. He has a skin from the same line, the sort of fantasy theme. So, when Braum has an outfit on, the Poros get hats.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad the Poro
Yeah.
matches outfit.
Yes, that's great. Even the ultimate.
That's great.
Yeah, that's Braum.
Awesome.
Okay, next up, our newest character.
Okay,
It's
Caitlyn.
Caitlyn just came out, so I don't know a ton of the Caitlyn tech, but she seems fairly straightforward. Let's see.
Yeah, I know her from League.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how much of that moveset translates to this,
a bit like in League, she was the long range gun character,
but yeah.
and she has gun from full screen, and she can double tap.
Double shot. Okay.
She can charge it.
Charge, yeah.
Steady. Pull away.
You can charge the double tap as well, though it's
Steady.
tricky to hit from this distance. Darius there, if you see him kind of rolling out, that's called teching. When you're in air, like, once you're, like, out of the combo state, in most games it's if you hit a button, but in this it kind of happens automatically.
Oh.
You get into a tech state where you're sort of invulnerable for a few frames.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
let you escape once someone drops their combo.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's what happens when you see me try to hit Braum with the
Steady.
second. Yeah, because it takes too long from full range. When she charges, she can also
Steady.
aim
Okay.
up and down,
Steady.
and also double tap to kind of snap. Let's see.
Lined up.
You can do it
Pull away.
in air,
Lined up.
charge that as well,
Pull. Pull away.
and aim it in air.
Steady. Pull away.
Straight up if you need.
Sighted. Sighted.
In air,
Sighted.
aiming a lot
Sighted.
as well. So yeah, she's very gun heavy. She also can roll
Forward.
into a shot, or she can roll into a slide. So she has a bit, unlike the other zoners we'll talk about later, she has a bit more movement and a bit more ability to get in. She seems to have a bit stronger kind of presence up close than the other zoners. She's basically just Jinx and Teemo. Then on S2, I'm trying to remember which button does which, because I haven't spent a lot of time with her yet. She has a bola instead of her net gun. So she kind of launches it in an arc. Yeah. Grab someone. She can do it from the air. This is kind of interesting. She doesn't have an air dash like Ari does, but if you fire her bola forward, it knocks her back.
Ah, okay.
You can fire it back to get knock her forward. And this also hits the opponent, so you can use it to
Okay.
continue a combo. I think the trap is, yeah, down in special 2. Let me turn off the display for a second, so we don't really need this on anymore. It does have cupcakes.
Oh,
Just
good.
like in
Yeah,
League of
that
Legends.
was my biggest question with Caitlyn. She slowly going trap.
Yes.
Cupcake and
She sure does. And she also has this kick, which is an overhead. It sort of gives her a mix-up move. I think you can also use to continue combos.
Take time.
I don't know Caitlyn combos yet, really. But yeah, so she seems to have, like, she's kind of a zoner, but her zoning tools aren't as strong as the other characters. But in Change, she gets more, like, close-up combo tools and mix-up pressure. Then her supers, she has, like, a super shot,
Headshot.
and if you hit them in the head, it does bonus damage.
okay, that's cool.
I haven't checked this myself, but I've been assured that against Teemo, this is very easy, because that boy is all head.
Yeah.
Forgot to apply the settings.
Not on my watch. Headshot.
Yeah. But against, like, Braum and Blitzcrank, I've heard it's trickier, because they got tiny heads on those big bodies. And then her special 2 is interesting. It's not like anything she has in League, but it's something I've seen in several fighting games. It's this shield.
Oh, okay.
So you can, like, walk behind it. It hits people, it does damage. I can't do any of the cool shield combos yet, but
We need cover.
if characters, like, hit this in air, they bounce off it, and you can do some really impressive, like, juggling stuff with them. There's a character from Street Fighter 3 named Urien, who returned in Street Fighter 5, who has this called, and it's called Aegis Reflector for him.
Okay.
And, like, Urien Aegis Reflector combos are some of the swaggiest shit you'll see in Street Fighter 3.
Cool.
It's very cool. Potemkin actually kind of has something like this in Guilty Gear Strive, but he doesn't use it for combos so much as to let him, like, get in and throw you. But yeah, this seems pretty neat. Caitlyn can also shoot through it,
Oh, that's cool.
and it sort of, like, stuns them more than it usually does. So another way to use that for her. And then her ultimate is
Like I said,
more shooting.
I don't miss.
Just sniping a hamster. All right, but yeah, people are still kind of figuring her out. She's only been out about a week now.
Yeah.
I know. I was going to talk about kind of some of the big Frosty Faustings competitors after this, but Sonic Fox is planning to enter the first big 2XKO major as a duo with another player.
Oh.
And the player that Sonic Fox is playing with might be playing Caitlyn for that. I think they're planning on a Caitlyn RE
So you
team
can
at the
play
moment.
this like co-op?
Yes, you can play with each person controlling one character.
That's cool.
So, like, in that case, like, the other person, like, in this situation, the person playing Braum would have to choose when to come in and do that. They're also, like, if, like, Caitlyn was in a combo, Braum would have to be the one to choose to break. Braum would have to be the one to choose when to tag
Yeah.
in, or to do push block when she's under pressure.
Yeah, I guess that was the biggest question for me. Who has like the agency when it comes
Yeah.
to things like walking and tagging in?
Yeah. So yeah, it's tricky. It's like, in some ways, like at a high level, people think like playing as a duo might be optimal, but you have to like really be in sync with your
Yeah.
partner to do that.
So do you know who they're entering with?
It's a player named Inzem.
Okay, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about them, but yeah, it should be interesting. Also, another one of the top players to watch is a pair of Japanese twins
Oh, okay.
who've won some tournaments in Japan, and they just go by, I think it's 2 wins.
Oh, okay.
It's just twins with a 2.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That's cool.
But yeah,
I
it'll
mean,
be interesting.
there's been a precedent set for like
Yeah.
twins having a lot of success in fighting games with
Yeah.
the Chilean teams in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
Twins in Mortal Kombat.
it'll be interesting. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. Right after this released on PC, Sajam did a Sajam Slam, but it was all duos.
Oh,
That
that's
was kind of
cool.
neat. Okay, next two characters we got. Oh, I'm gonna get off Teemo too because sometimes it's harder to do combos on Teemo because he's a small guy.
Yeah.
Let's go back to my
Smaller
favorite
than
punching
mouse.
bag. I keep forgetting to apply settings. So Darius, so I said when I picked Ari, it was because I wanted the air dash and I wanted all that movement ability.
Yeah.
I picked Darius as her teammate because he's the easiest character to use in the game. He is really simple. His special one is this grab. So the grab has different follow-ups. He can headbutt you, and that's an overhead, so you have to block it while standing up. He can do that axe swing, and that makes you bleed, and I'll talk about the bleed in a second. Or he has the grab. You can also, like, if I hold down and hit special one, he grabs out of the air. Trying to do it 2 times in a row. So there's something I realized I forgot to talk about. One of the things in this game, it's another thing you have to consider when doing combos, is limit strike. There's certain like things you can do in combos that sort of extend them, like bouncing someone off the ground.
Yeah.
If you do that twice in a combo, the combo ends.
Oh, okay.
But you get bonus meter, and you also get a bonus to your break gauge, so you can
Okay.
help refill that faster. So the 3 things there are bouncing off the ground, or you can make them slump against the wall. Let's see. Like that. If you get that twice in a combo, or the other thing is you can bounce them off the back of the wall like that. So that's just something to watch for when you're constructing 2xKO combos. Can you end in a limit strike to get yourself some extra meter? Darius has easy access to that with this guy, so you can just end any combo in like back-to-back with air grabs.
Interesting. Okay.
And then he can also do it in the air.
So at first I thought it was sort of like diminishing returns, but if it gets you back resources, it's like,
Yeah.
like desirable.
Yeah, it's sort of like, it's kind of fulfills both purposes. It's a thing to like keep combo length down, which
Yeah.
this game has a big issue with.
Uh-huh.
There are some really long combos you can pull off in this game. I can't, but other people can. Limit Strike is designed to sort of limit that, but also then to reward you so that it's not such a feel bad moment. So yeah, all of his special one is basically grabs. And then special 2, big axe swings. So this is standard special 2, and then you can combo it into another big swing like that. That leaves them bloodied. And when
I
people
see.
are bloodied like that, they take bonus chip damage.
Oh, like when blocking?
Yeah. So like, if you're able to get the bleed on and then like immediately keep applying pressure, you can sort of rack up damage even though they're blocking.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like that and the sort of armor mechanic adds some interesting texture to
Yeah.
blocking.
Yeah.
I like that.
So yeah, this is basic special 2. You can also follow that up with this, which does more damage than the other strike, but doesn't put the bleed on. You can also, he has this forward special 2, which is kind of an advancing strike. It moves him forward. You can chain that into the other 2 moves as well. Like that. And in the air, he has this big sort of vertical swing. Just takes people to the ground. And then he can also swing along the ground for a spark projectile like that.
Cool.
Kind of a Saul bad guy-ish projectile. This is the kind of projectile Saul has in Guilty
Okay,
Gear.
but it goes along the ground.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Darius's special moves. Pretty simple. His first super picks you up, does that. Is there an easy way to show this off? Yeah, just
Make way. Weakness.
you can also use this to like pick people up. Oh, if you do it faster,
Bend your break.
pick people up off the ground with it. So kind of extend a combo. And then his other super move is just this
Headless.
giant axe swing that takes up almost all of the screen.
Oh wow.
Headless.
And it also puts bleed on you.
Headless.
So it's an easy way to apply bleed in a combo. Like the standard Darius combo you see, like especially at the lower levels of the ranked ladder where I hang out, he's just gonna look like this. Axe, 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 giant axe. And then his ultimate is basically his ultimate in League of Legends.
Fall in.
He just does, yeah. You can kind of tell he's one of the first characters designed, but he's still pretty fun to play. He's simple, but it feels good to hit his buttons.
Yeah. Has a lot of like good impact.
Yeah.
To them. Definitely how a character like that should feel.
And I think he's a great starter character. Or if you like, he still has some tools to help out other characters if you want to feel harder. I know people like him with Braum quite a bit, or at least
okay.
like the one top Braum player plays him with Darius, even though Braum's not like a high tier character. And Darius isn't super high tier either. But yeah, the Braum Darius team has been kind of fun to watch. He has some interesting stuff with Alawi as well. I might go over in a bit. But yeah, that's Darius. Pretty simple. Next up, like, this is a character I want to learn, but they might be like the most complicated character in the game. So Echo, like in League of Legends, some of his attacks will leave behind this ghost, and he can rewind to
Oh, okay.
go back to his ghost and
Kinda
do
like Tracer almost.
yeah, and do a variety of follow-ups.
That's cool. That's some respectful to it.
Yeah. Goodness. Yeah. So a lot of like echo pressure is about like dropping that, maybe calling your assist in, rewinding, switching sides, that sort of thing. His other specials, he has this projectile. It's a lot like his projectile in League. The interesting thing about this, it kind of has a sweet spot. If you hit people, like, sort of opens up right at the end, and if you hit them with it then, it puts them in that stun state.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's kind of easier to do with this version. He has one where he, like, just kind of arcs it up.
Oh, you can hit it? That's cool.
Yeah, you can also hit it. Yeah. I don't play Echo too much. I've messed around with him, but he seems very complicated
Yeah.
to pull off his like your really cool stuff. So yeah, the special 2 button, or the special 1 button, mostly covers his projectile here. You can also throw it in the air. He also has this special on the first button that automatically side switches.
Yeah.
So it's tricky to block if you do it from range. Oh, I guess it stays on one side even there. You had to be close to side switch, but I might have been thinking of Yasuo. He has a similar attack. And then his special 2 is the button that leaves behind the time wind, or the rewind clones. So if you just tap it, you can tap it again to do his slice again. If you tap it and then hit down in the stack, he has that launcher. But you can also hold, and then the clone behind him looks a little different.
Yeah.
In that case, if you just tap, he doesn't have an attack, so you can do different follow-ups. Or if you hit down, he has this big explosion,
Oh, okay.
which is interesting. So he has a lot of options he can do once he gets the time rewinder thing out there. He doesn't have an air dash, but he does have this hop, which gives him a little... It doesn't give him as much as mobility as Ahri or like Caitlyn, but he has some, and he can use it to sort of cancel attacks in air, but I'm bad at the timing. There we go, like that. So we can repeat a couple of attacks in the air with the hop. He's a tricky guy. He's really good at like confusing people. Once you get assists into the game,
I can
it gets
definitely
very,
see him.
especially since a lot of his attacks are very quick. But yeah, I think he's a really coolly designed character. He feels like one of the most unique characters in the game. Like I don't know if there's a lot of characters in other fighting games like this. For his supers, he has a super version of his, I think it's Time Winder is what the projectile is called. That knocks people back. If you time it right, you can smack
Oh, that's
it.
cool. You can hit it back.
Yeah. I know there's a way to combo with it, but like I said, I haven't spent a ton of time with Echo.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of his like best combos involve like smacking people with Time Winder a couple times. And then his other super doesn't actually hit the opponent, but it gives him like kind of permanent access to that clone for a while, so he can like keep rerunning his attacks.
Cool.
Yeah. So another tricky thing for him to play with. His super is this. Just a big strike. But it does have one unique thing with it. Let's go back to... Here it is. If you... oh, here. You can kind of use it as a parry, but I think I'm not quite timing it right to show that. Because there's a version of it where he gets hit. Let's see if I can... See, like, there he gets hit,
Oh,
and then he
that's
rewinds.
That's neat.
So yeah, he can use it as a parry, which makes Echo extremely dangerous when he has a lot of meter.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah. He's definitely a character I want to learn, but like, he's a bit intimidating.
Yeah.
Although I see plenty of Echoes like down at my level of the game who seem to be doing just fine with him, so should maybe bite the bullet at some point. Okay, next up is Alawi. Alawi's another character I'm really curious to try out sometime. I've played her a bit in like actual matches, but I do want to spend some more time with her. But she's a bit easier to get a handle on. Alawi has a very simple game plan, very similar to her League game plan. She like wants to get tentacles on the screen, and then she wants to hit you with tentacles. So her special 2 buttons, she has this, which is a ground strike, which I think if you target there, tracks the opponent, and if it hits, drops a tentacle on them. She has this sort of leaping charge that leaves a tentacle behind. She has a punch that tentacles. She has that sort of diving attack that also drops a tentacle. Then on her special 1 button, she has like a big swipe like that. She has this Rekka move, multi-part hit. She has this anti-air, big tentacle swipe, and all of those moves, when she has a tentacle out, let's turn tentacles on. Let's give her a ton of tentacles, why not? When she uses an attack where there's a tentacle out, the tentacles will follow up her attack. It's especially fun with the anti-air because they'll like grab you out of the air and you can
Oh, that's fun.
continue. So yeah, she's kind of similar to Braum in like kind of her loop where like he wants to end a combo, putting him back into Unbreakable. Alawi wants to end a combo, dropping tentacles onto the stage.
Okay.
So yeah, she's a character who wants to control space with her tentacles. Especially like in the corner here. Once you're in the corner with tentacles, it's hard to defend. She can bring a lot of pressure. She also has a couple extra moves when she has tentacles out. She can just tell a tentacle to smack. She can tell them to grab. They can also combo off of her grab if they're nearby, which is fun. But yes, a bit more complicated than like Darius, but still pretty straightforward and pretty fun. And then her supers. I showed you the big tentacle grab before, like this. Her other super is very scary though. It just drops a bunch of giant tentacles on the stage, and they just go to town. This is really basically the Alawi dream is to get a combo that carries someone into the corner and then end it in Super 2, because then it's just tentacle town.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, so many tentacles. But yeah, that's the Alawi plan.
Explosive potential.
Yeah, very. Once she's good about like just kind of locking you down in the corner like that. And her super, she sucks out your soul to the depths. You meet this guy,
God.
the Kraken god she serves. But yeah, that's her. Pretty simple, big buttons, tentacle smacking, that sort of thing. Next is Jinx. So Jinx, I talked about her. I mentioned her at least when we were talking about Caitlyn, because she's the game's other main zoner. She has this minigun that controls a lot of space. It's her special one, and she can also. How do you? Yeah. She can fire it up in the air. It's kind of an anti-air. She has her rocket she launches. She can do this one in the air. I think she can do the minigun in the air as well. Yeah. She goes down with it. The rocket she can go down in the air. In this case, it's kind of a rocket jump as well. She can do this on the ground too as a kind of a mobility tool. She also has traps. She has the chompers there. She has this monkey. She can like change the height of there and play with. Let me see. Let me check Jinx's move list. She has a lot of moves, so I forget exactly how I want to do everything. She can sort of hit her traps too, I believe. Yeah. Let's take it on. So yeah, she controls space with, her, projectiles like this, and she has.
Oh,
She can shoot the monkey like that. She does have some mobility, and you can do some like very interesting combos as well with the traps, but I'm not nearly good enough with her to like demonstrate that, unfortunately. But you can use those to extend traps in some cool ways. You see her gauge kind of above her health down in the corner there.
Oh yeah.
That's her zapper gauge. She has this ray gun here. She uses for a lot of her medium attacks. And when that's full, she can shoot it out and stun people with it. So that's another kind of
so
combo
this is
tool.
not really a projectile.
Yeah,
Like, I guess once you charge it, it is.
yeah. Yeah, if you try to... It's a Bacchus too, once it's charged to use it. If you try to put it out before then, you just get a rocket.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. This is her medium attack most of the time.
Okay, just
Yeah.
a bit of range on it.
Yeah. But yeah, once you... do that. She has a dive kick. Big hammer. They made her a bit Harley Quinn in this game. I don't know if that's new to this game or if that's something that's been established in her character before.
Yeah,
I don't know if she has a hammer in Arcane. Wouldn't shock me. But yeah, other than that, she's pretty straightforward. Her supers. He's got fireworks. I know there's some really cool combo stuff you can do with the fireworks. And this is a big thing, or it was for a while. I think they nerfed it because she was one of the top characters in the game right after release. She has this big beam super you can use from full screen. There's some interesting things you can do with this. I forgot to talk about fuses. I'll do that once I get done with the champ roundup.
Sure.
But there's a system in this game called fuses, which basically slightly modify how the tag mechanic works for each character.
Oh.
In one fuse, let's see if I call Darius here. Oops, wrong attack. I can tag while her super's going out and pick up pressure. And when the game came out at launch, it was very common for Jinx to just immediately call for an assist, use the wrong super, hit training mode reset, and immediately just basically start pressure. Louder to like completely skip the neutral stage of the game.
Yeah.
It's pretty powerful. I think they nerfed it slightly, but it's still a trick you'll see quite a bit with Jinx. Just allows her to kind of lock down people early. Yeah, and then her super, a giant monkey cannon. But yeah, I guess easy to block if you have block turned on, like I forgot I did. Let's see it hit. There we go. But yeah, that's fun. She's like the main zoner of the game right now, or at least the most straightforward. Just strong projectiles, good at controlling space, but with some tricky stuff. Like the rocket jumps are pretty fun. And there's some neat stuff you can do with the zapper. But it would be fun to learn the trap loops. I'm curious about those. Okay, up next, another kind of zonery character.
Oh boy.
It's Teemo time.
Oh boy.
This little guy. Teemo is very unique. The game doesn't actually call him a zoner in their like little character description. They call him a trapper, but he still kind of controls the space the same way a zoner was. And I think like most people would consider him one of the game's zoners. So I'm sticking with that. Instead of a standard like light attack like most characters, he fires a dart.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can just like chain that together, fire a bunch of darts. This is medium frying pan with some eggs. Big axe for the heavy. And then his specials, he's got the slingshot. You can do this in air. He's got like a Sonic the Hedgehog style roll. And then on his special 2 button is where we see like maybe his most annoying stuff. Like he'll hit you with like lots of projectiles, sure, but he also chuck mushrooms at you. And these explode when you touch them, so it makes getting in on Teemo quite a slog. They bounce on each other, so you can really take up space. But yeah, he also can plant grass on the ground, and then if he spends a lot of time there, he turns invisible. Hits you. See, is there anything else special move-wise? I don't think so. But he also has like a unique resource you can see down in the corner. When he hits you with a dart, he builds up his dart merit badge.
Oh, I see.
When he hits you with slingshot merit badge builds.
Separate meters.
Yep, and then the last merit badge is for mushrooms. This just improves the abilities of each of these buttons. So, I'm gonna turn them all on. When the dart merit badge is full, it poisons on hit.
Oh, okay.
Just does some damage over time. Mushrooms are the same. Also poison. I think they launch a bit more. And then the slingshot sets you on fire. And this just like puts you in hit stun or block stun for longer, so there's more combo stuff you can do that.
Is it like other meters where it's like reset after you use it?
Not in this one. With this one, once you finish that merit badge, you have it for the rest of the fight.
Oh, that's cool. Or at least sort of like
The round, I think. I don't know if it persists between rounds, but it might.
interesting.
The fire modifies one thing. I think that's how it is. You can set your...
Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, you can float off them.
yeah, he can float normally, but I think the fire does help him. And of course, like, you can burn people. He also has a... Hold on. I thought this attack would also set him on fire, but I guess it's just a slingshot. It also... Like, if you... You can set people on fire with the grass as well. But yeah. So yeah, once Teambo gets the merit badges going, he gets even more annoying to deal with.
Yeah, I'll bet.
He was like one of the strongest characters in the game for a while, and some of that was just a few bugs that were making him stronger than he was intended to be. But even without them, he's still very annoying to fight against. His supers, he has this dart super that hits multiple times, and also like if you hit with this, it does build your dart badge if it wasn't already full.
Oh, nice.
He has a mushroom super, which is just... There's some way to like move those mushrooms if I remember right. Maybe not.
You were able to bounce your smaller mushrooms.
Yeah, but this is another one that's fun to use in the corner after a combo. Just
Oh, yeah.
lock people down with mushrooms.
Yeah.
This is another, and then this is another super that's fun to tag after
Oh, yeah, I'll bet.
because it just locks people down for a time. But yeah, Teemo, unique, very annoying. I love a lot of his animations, just especially the frying pan. He has this one where he starts a fire. That's his anti-air attack. And burns his face. Yeah, he's a fun little guy. Just a devil to fight against, which is true to League of Legends as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, no, he's
The
notorious in
terror,
League.
the terror of the top lane. Right, and then his super.
Steady, sir. Here it comes.
Mushrooms,
Watch out.
mushroom terrorism, and a butt smack. He has this. This is one of his attacks in the air. He just like has a multi-hitting butt slam for some reason. I don't know why, but it seems to suit him. Okay. Go to Vi next. Vi, the most rushdown of the rushdown characters. Very quick dashes, very quick buttons, and then her special one, if you hit it with a direction, she has this sway move. If you just hold the special by itself, it's the big punch, kind of similar to like what Jax would have in Mortal Kombat. But then with a direction, she has this move that lets her get in, and this goes through projectiles. So if someone's trying to zone her out, she can slip by them with this. And these have unique follow-ups out of them. It's like if you hit punch, she has that quick punch out of it. Medium, she gets an upperhead, an uppercut, and then with heavy, she gets this overhead. She can also throw out of it. She's a really technical character though, because each of these you can charge to put characters into kind of that electric state, which makes you like you can combo them for longer. Like normally she can like chain these together for a bit of damage, but if you can like charge them correctly, which I can't. Like that.
Nice.
You can do a lot more damage and do some really disgusting stuff. She has a parry here. Let's do our standard business. Someone hits that, parries,
Cool.
punches through it. It's kind of automatic.
Mm-hmm.
On the second special button, she has this sort of multi-hitting punch, finishes up with a big punch right there. Also do a big ground slap. This is also a pretty good anti-air attack because the hitbox is pretty massive. So, do that in the air. She also do her big punch in the air. And she hit it, grabs and brings him down. Vi does kind of struggle in the air. She just doesn't have very good air buttons. And her both her special moves are very committal.
Yeah.
Like if you block these, they're very unsafe. But to counteract that, she's just one of the scariest characters to deal with on the ground with all her movement. It's very easier for her to like get in, get out really quick, and it can be very hard to deal with. Supers, got a big punch, of course. She has this, with a super version of her big ground strike that just takes up just a ton of space. I think this is the one people generally use to finish combos with. And then she has the ultimate move that's been memed on a lot. The big punch sequence where she's just punching her opponent off screen. You kind of have to trust that she's doing it. Yeah, just a little. It's a little silly to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's interesting. The stuff with this sway move is tricky to use, but it seems very rewarding to pull off when you can. I don't know, she's kind of like moving up the tier list a lot. I think people are kind of more positive on her this season than they were in pre-release or alpha or whatever they were calling the PC only release. But, let's go to Warwick next. This is another character people are kind of really high on now as maybe a very strong character.
Okay.
Like, I know, like, Echo, Yasuo, and Ari were kind of like the strongest characters towards the end of Season 0. And they're all still pretty strong, but Braum, Warwick, and maybe Vi are now also kind of rising in the ranks with the new patch.
Interesting.
But yeah, here's our dog friend.
Yeah.
Warwick, it's kind of interesting. I think of Warwick in League of Legends as just like a really simple character. Like, if you have to play jungle, like Warwick's one of the easiest people to pick because he's very straightforward. He's actually pretty complicated in this game.
Really?
So yeah, he's got just a lot of just basic slash and attacks as you'd expect from a werewolf. He has this jump where he like swings overhead. Sort of a dedicated overhead move, and you can kind of run with this from a ways back to charge it up. But you know, if you telegraph it too much, it's pretty easy to deal with an anti-air. But if people don't know how to deal with it, it's fun to smack them with it. He has this, which is a jumping move. It kind of knocks people as it rises, but that's not really what you use it for. After this, if you hit light, you get that dive attack. If you hit medium, you get a kick that bounces. And then if you hit heavy, you get a throw. So it's another kind of mix-up tool of people blocking. You can like side swap or do an overhead or do a throw. So it makes him a little tricky to deal with. You can also like grab onto walls in the corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't play Warwick enough to really know all of the stuff, but he can do like similar to his jump moves in the corner like this. Like there's the dive, there's the throw. So he's a character that like even if he gets cornered, he has access to a few bonus moves that can be tricky. He has a dive in the air that's similar to his round dive. He has this like charging headbutt as well, just to knock people back. On special 2, he has a claw, and you can just hit it 3 times to follow up. If you let the first one play, you get 2 slices, but you can also cancel it early for 3. It's kind of interesting. It has like an anti-air, like rising, kind of a dragon punch almost. You can do something like that anywhere, where he doesn't spin. Also has bite and grab. This isn't like a real grab. It can be blocked, but this is something like if he knocks you down, he can grab you off the ground and throw you and continue combos that way, which is neat. He also has a bonus gauge. You might see down in the corner.
I see.
Pretty simple. If he hits you, it fills up. It's the Bloodlust gauge.
Okay.
I'm just going to turn it on the regular way. When it's full, he turns into this. And this basically modifies all of his special moves into scarier versions. Like, he still has the standard jump, but his headbutt is now like that.
Oh,
Smacks
okay.
you against the back wall. His jump is higher. You can also do all of his jump moves like by just regular jumping. If
Oh, okay.
you don't have to do the special move. It gives him access to all of his mix-up tools.
Yeah.
More. He can do more slashes. He gets 5 instead of 3. Keep pressure on. His bite throw like that does a lot more damage, and it doesn't side switch anymore, so you can keep pressure on. And his headbutt also, if you do it close, it crosses to the other side. So people, like right now, he has to block by holding right, hit this. If he doesn't start blocking left immediately, he gets hit. I think that's all the changes Bloodlust does. But yeah, once Bloodlust gets going, he's a lot scarier.
Is that a thing that expires eventually?
Yeah, it winds down eventually. It sort of drains as he uses it. I think whenever he uses a special move, actually. I wish there was a way I could turn it on. Turn it off so I could show it draining. Let's see if this works like that.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, I think certain attacks drain it more.
I was gonna say train's pretty slow, but it's spent with certain attacks.
I think the special moves that are like souped up with it cost more.
Oh, okay.
There he goes, he goes back to normal. His first super jumps to the wall, bounces around. It's very similar to like some of what Vega does. I think this is also like, it might like, I guess in the corner it's trickier to use actually. But yeah, it's something like if like someone whiffs an attack, this is a good thing to use since you can basically hit them full screen with it.
Yeah.
But it's you know, if they're not like doing something, it's pretty easy to block. And then his Super 2 is a big sequence of claw slice, but it does build a lot of blood meter. And he has like, I think maybe one of my favorite ultimates in the game. It just looks very cool. Here the streets is on, and it immediately puts him into Bloodlust.
Oh, nice.
Get this off.
That's another good way to get Bloodlust.
Yeah, but you gotta spend a lot of meter for it. But yeah, very cool. But you have to kind of essentially learn like 2 states for him. You got to learn him normal and then him with Bloodlust. And you know, you can have Bloodlust like trigger in the middle of a combo, so it might like change how you finish the combo you started.
And I'll bet there's pressure to take as much advantage of Bloodlust as you can.
Yeah. So you gotta stay aggressive. But yeah, he's really cool. Of the Rushdown characters, I think he's one of the ones I'm most interested in trying out. I like a lot of what they've done with him. All right, one last guy to check out.
Yes.
Yasuo.
Study the blade.
He has. I have not. So I'm going to be dropping a lot of Yasuo stuff. He has a very slow walk. So you gotta be dashing around
Oh,
a little bit,
okay.
which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yasuo's main unique thing is he has this stance he goes
Ah.
into. She's a sword, and then he can sort of, do various things out of that. But mostly he has these 4 attacks. So if you go into stance and you hit light, he has this low stomp attack. If medium, he has this kind of like, sort of mid attack that just launches them a bit. If you hit heavy, blast them back. You can also hit down and heavy, blast them against the back wall. Now here's the thing, I'm going to screw up a bit. I accidentally did a super there. You can combo all of those into each other.
Oh, okay.
If you don't... See, to use a super, you hit a special button and a basic attack at the same time. So I'm hitting the special button like too close to the basic attack.
Yeah, I can see how this is difficult.
But yeah, that's
Nice.
changing through a lot of the basic attacks. So yeah, a lot of like Yasuo combos of using that stance just to do some really cool stuff, and it's also like gives him a very fast low attack. That's tricky. He also has just this big stab. Takes up a lot of ground. It sort of like takes the role of like a projectile in a lot of his attacks. He has this charge. Followed up with a couple strikes, and also if he holds it, it goes to the other side, and you have to block the other direction.
Okay.
In air, he has a charge as well, but he can also hold it down, and he goes down. And this is an overhead attack that comes out very quickly. So he has a quick overhead and a quick low out of his stance. So he has a lot of like really strong high-low mix-up tools. On his other special button, he has this kind of wind blade that comes out just a little in front of him. You can't really aim it. He has to just sort of just place it in the same spot. You can do that in air as well. He has the wind wall, just like in League. Oops. And if he hits it with his other special, it enhances it and sends it out full screen.
Cool.
I think that's mostly it for his basic specials. It's like really tricky stance stuff. Oh, I do want to show this. His like special in the air, that's the charge. That you can do it multiple times and then do that downward attack. Oops. This goes into one of his supers. Yeah, so that's like you're gonna see that ending to Yasuo combos quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah, this is his first super, big dash. I think this hits from pretty far away. So it's another good like whiff punishing tool. This is the one I just showed, the big tornado.
Yeah.
The interesting thing about this, like, I don't know if you know much about Yasuo in League of Legends, but his big
Not
thing
a
is
lot.
that his ultimate does a lot of damage, but you can only use it if you knock the opponent up in the air. So
Oh.
Yasuo in that game has to kind of build a resource that lets him knock people up into the air. So to sort of like kind of mimic that in this game, since his special 2 is like a tornado that knocks him high in the air, he's the only character to do this, but after you use this, I gotta... I accidentally used... Let me... There. So he can do this. He can immediately cancel it into his ultimate.
Oh, that's cool.
He's the only character that can combo from like a super like that into his ultimate. as like himself. Other characters can combo a super into an ultimate, like I accidentally did with Darius just
okay.
there. But that's a specific fuse thing. But yeah, that's awesome. That's Yasuo. Highly technical, but he's been one of the strongest characters in the game almost since release.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Pretty much. Yasuo and Echo have kind of been dominating a lot of the tournaments. I'll go over fuses quickly since I've talked them out a bit, and I'd meant to talk about them earlier, but I forgot. The fuse I use and the best like beginner fuse is Double Down. Double Down. Basically, you can. The most common thing is you can like cancel one character's super. Into the other character's super.
Oh, okay.
You can also do it like Ari's super into Darius's ultimate. You'll put to your second character.
Oh, okay. Cool.
For Noxus!
And this is also the fuse I showed with like a Jinx's beam and with Teemo, where if you like call someone and then use a super, you can tag afterwards. This is the only fuse that can do that. So tagging after using a super while it's still out like that is a Double Down exclusive thing.
Cool.
And then the other one, I've used the other fuses a bit, but not much. 2x is pretty straightforward, though. Normally, when you call an assist, you can only do it once, and then if you try again, you'll just tag.
Oh, okay.
But with 2x, you can call an assist
Charges.
and then do another assist. So Ari's, or like Alawi's, one of her assists is the punch, and the other is the big tentacle smack. With two, you can do one and then the other. Or you can do the same one twice. This is neat with Alawi. This is why I picked her for this, is that because you can do one to leave the tentacle and the other to smack with it. Echo's also, like, he uses this one a lot because he has really strong assists. That's why he's been such a popular character. He's almost like every other character's best partner.
Interesting.
Especially this. Just lets him keep pressure on. This is also a really strong projectile for controlling space. It just stays out forever. But yeah. That one's pretty straightforward, but used a lot at high levels with characters with strong assists. Especially Echo here. And then the last one, well, not the last one, but the last one that you see in like tournaments and stuff is Freestyle. Let's just switch to Yasuo. So the way Freestyle works, I can call an assist, I can tag to them. Oh, I was too slow. And then I can tag back to my other guy.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, normally you have to wait for the cooldown to reset before you can do that. But with Freestyle, you can do that right away. And this is really good with, like, characters that are, can easily get on the other side of the opponent, because you can immediately do this, like, left-right sandwich pressure, which can be very confusing to block. Freestyle's the fuse you see the most at, like, high-level play.
Oh, okay.
Because, pros like having access to this level of just mix pressure. They can do much cooler stuff than I can do. There's two other fuses I can just go over real quick. I don't think we'll see them in tournaments, but you do see them down at like the silver and gold level that I hang out in. There's Sidekick. With Sidekick, you can... Oh. Did I not? Oh, I didn't, I guess. Sidekick, you can call an assists, but you can't tag. So basically, you're playing one character, but the other one gets has an assist. And this is basically the other two fuses are basically if you really only want to focus on learning one character. So it's a way to accommodate that playstyle. So this way you still get access to assists, but you don't have to like worry about learning combat routes. And like balance this out, your point character gets like double health. I think.
I was
to
gonna say,
just
yeah.
make
How
sure
do they
they're like
reconcile that with
it's
health?
not like too unbalanced.
Interesting.
The other
Okay.
one is Juggernaut. And with Juggernaut, you can't even call assists anymore.
Oh, okay.
So
it's
instead-
just playing one character.
Yeah, you're just playing one character. So
Interesting.
instead of like your tag button, you get this button that. Oh. I forgot I accidentally sent the other team to sidekick as well. If you hit them with your tag button here, it knocks them out and brings the other character in.
Oh, that's interesting.
This is a mechanic some other like tag games have. I forget what it's called there. I know it's in Skullgirls, which is the only tag game I've spent much time with, but it's a way to sort of like force you into like fighting the character you want to focus on, which can be important because like you can kind of see how Darius has like some gray health up there on his life bar.
Yeah.
After the red goes away, if he tags out, he'll recover that health gradually.
Oh,
so like if
okay.
you if your opponent tagged out someone who had a lot of gray health on them, maybe you want to get that character back in as soon as possible. So like if you're playing Juggernaut, you can force it. Yeah, I just haven't spent any time with Sidekick and Juggernaut because I think if I'm going to play a tag game, I want to actually play around with two
Is
characters.
that forced tag mechanic something exclusive with Juggernaut?
Yeah, Juggernaut right now is the only fuse that has access to something that like can alter the opponent's team like that.
Okay.
Though it wouldn't shock me if like maybe eventually they like have characters that could do that. Like I was thinking like Poppy, she has that big like hammer move which knocks people back. That would make sense as like an ability to knock someone out and bring in the other character. So if she ever got added, I could see it.
Cool.
But yeah, I think that's everyone.
All right.
Most of what I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
So, is there a character you'd like to see me maybe play for the first official season of 2XKO?
You did seem pretty interested in kind of maybe exploring Echo more.
Okay.
So we could do that.
All
if you
right.
can think of someone that complements him well.
All right. I think the Echo works well with pretty much everyone. I know Echo Ari and Echo Darius are both like teams that have seen play, but I kind of want to avoid like using a character I've already used a bunch. So I think I might try Echo and Warwick. I think that
Okay.
would be fun
Yeah.
to try out, and I think those two would probably work well together. So I'll go into the lab and like mess around with those two.
Okay.
And like maybe go into some casual matches. I think I'd like to do a stream at some point where like maybe I do my ranked placement matches,
Okay.
but maybe not next week because I would like to start a new game pretty soon.
Sure.
But I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
I don't have like a visual accompaniment, but I could also like maybe talk about like some of the top players to look at Frosty Faustings
That'd be great.
if
Yeah.
you want. Let me just open up something in my. Let's see. Okay, so I've already mentioned like Sonic Fox, of course.
Yeah.
He's gonna be playing a team with Inzem. I know Sonic Fox is very like. I think Ari is the main character they focus on. I know they've
Okay.
played Ari in a few teams. I think Ari Echo, Ari Alawi. I know Inzem's been playing Caitlyn. I think Ari Caitlyn might be a very strong team. So that might be what they end up playing. But if Inzem doesn't feel like they can get Caitlyn up to like tournament ready, I could see them going with maybe Ari Echo.
Okay.
I think Inzem played Echo a bit. Well, not a bit. I think that's who they played a lot of. Other than that, there's this weekly series of tournaments called TNS. Tampa Never Sleeps. They do like weekly tournaments for Street Fighter, Tekken, all sorts of fighting games. And of course, they've been doing 2XKO since that came out. And a lot of those tournaments, almost all those tournaments, have been won by a player named Hikari. So that's one of the top players to watch. Hikari's been playing Yasuo Echo, which is almost surely was the strongest team during Season 0. And, the meta is still getting settled since the new patch, but might still be the strongest team. We'll have to see. Inzim played a lot of Teemo as well, it looks like. So Ari Teemo is a possibility, though I don't know if people are super high on Teemo, because he did eat a lot of nerfs, because people really hated playing against that rodent. Let's see. Leffen used to be a big Smash player. And then got into Guilty Gear, and they've been playing 2XKO now quite a bit. I know they play Echo a lot. I think they play Echo Yasuo as well, and Echo Ari, but lately I think he's been messing around with Echo and Warwick. Because people are kind of really big on Warwick in the new patch. I mentioned the Braum Darius team when I talked about Braum, I think. There was one player who was kind of like a ride or die on Braum during Season 0, even though Braum was considered one of the weakest characters, named Light Wisp, and they actually managed to win a few of the TNS brackets with their Braum Darius team. Oh, cool. So that might be someone to watch out for, because Braum is a lot better this season, and then Darius is still like just a really solid character. And finally, the first kind of big event for 2XKO right after it came out on PC was Evo France. And Evo France was won by a Frenchman named Wawa. And Wawa will be at Frosty Fast Games this weekend. They've been playing Vi and Echo, but I've also been messing around with Vi and Braum in the new season. So I think Vi is also another character who's supposed to be a lot stronger this time around, so you'll definitely see some Vi action.
Nice.
But yeah, and then also, I mentioned the Japanese twins, but they're going to be at Frosty Fastings, but I don't really know who they play. I know that one of them was rocking Teemo for a while, but I don't know the current
thing. If they'll stick with Teemo post nerf.
Yeah. It looks like I think they played Echo and Yasuo after the Teemo nerf. It looks like one of them might be messing around with Blitzcrank too, which will be interesting.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see. It is a new meta, so who knows what we'll see.
Cool.
But probably a lot of Yasuo and Echo.
Yeah, we'll see.
People stick to what they know. But I do hope also we see some Caitlyn.
That would be nice.
It's nice to see a new character just explode.
Some high-level play from there.
But yeah, I'll figure out a time to do placement matches at some point.
That'll be fun.
But next week, I was originally going to start Yakuza 5, but with all like the stuff that's been happening with Yakuza, I might like wait a bit and just start another detective game since we're playing some of those. And I bought a bunch of detective games during the Steam Detective Fest.
Nice.
But yeah, we'll do that. And in a few days, Dinosaur Cop.
Yep, that's right, Dino Cop Friday.
Got to solve the mystery of, is there meat?
Yeah, is the meat human meat?
Yes. Yeah, thanks for humoring my fighting game stuff.
Yeah, it was fun.
But yeah, if you have any other fighting game questions, we could, I guess, like do like a live stream during Frosty Fest.
We could do that.
Talk about stuff.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back Friday.
Yep.